Ibn Qirtaiba. May his passing cleanse the world. Do you understand, Wali? Our God gave us the gift of thought, and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar, their works have been overturned. Bila kaifa. Shai Hulud cleanses Arrakis, creates the air we breathe, the soft sand where we pitch our tents, and smites our enemies. We grew soft on Poritrin, an easy planet, and God brought the weight of kindliness to prepare us for the typhoon that comes.
Is a carcass. Who can turn away the angel of death? Our footsteps are as the drums of the slavers, calling Shai Hulud upon our enemies.
Men must learn to live with their gods. Who can deny a Fremen the right to walk or ride where he wills? Only Shai Hulud, the Maker. Ibn Qirtaiba, who is the creator, the maker? May his passing cleanse the world. Remember Poritrin, Bila Kaifa. Ibn Qirtaiba, who is the creator? The Maker, may his passing cleanse the world. Remember Poritrin, Bila Kaifa.
The Sardaukar destruction extends even to these small shrines. I cannot decipher their purpose, but the altar seems to have contained a quantity of spice. And the murals... such beauty to be destroyed by the cut of a lasgun or blade. All I could decipher from here is another step on the journey of the Zensuni Wanderers. Thurgrod. Perhaps there's some link between the Zensuni and the Fremen.
Why were we created? Ibn Giltana. The weight of a kindly god is a fearful thing. Do you understand, Wally? Our god gave us the Hurasikani Wana, the wind that eats flesh, and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Carry shelter always against the coming of Kralizek. Bila Kaifa. We were exiled from Nilotic al-Urobra for our unwillingness to fight. For our willingness to forgive. For our willingness to forget. And the judges said, mine enemies are like green blades eaten down, that did stand in the path of the tempest. Hast thou not seen what our Lord did? The weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Why did God create us? We are the action and knowledge of God. And He has prepared the way. Ibn Kirtaiba, the typhoon's struggle comes. Why were we created? To survive Kralizek, the war at the end of the universe. Yahya Shuhada. Remember Nilotic al-Urobra. Bila Kaifa. We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death. The young go on that our people shall not die. Where did our flight begin? We grew soft, Wali. So God brought us the weight of kindness to prepare for the typhoon. Name the planet where we lost our way. On our wanderings, we came to a planet devoid of gods, where war was constant and violence was religion. Have you learned its name, Wali? We remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. Do you remember too, Wali? The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing for our Sayadina. So many planets across so many centuries. Our people broke apart, split, reformed. Some planets we barely remember at all. A long journey, young Wali. But we are almost home. Just one last place of suffering, where our children were taken and made slaves. The time of Mihna has ended. Young Wali, pass within and seek your Ummah.
The path of the Zensuni Exodus is rare and hidden knowledge. You are no Masquerade cultist. Who are you? What do you seek here? The Trials of Akal. Knowledge of that name lends you credibility. But you seek the Fremen? You must know they're dead. That security door is encoded for Fremen biometrics. How did you bypass it? Perhaps we can help each other. I'm a scholar of Fremen social, cultural, and philosophical constructs, both past and present. They fascinate me. And I've studied the layout of this place. It's a death trap. Between the Masquerade trying to blow their way in and the structural damage left by the Sardaukar, the whole thing could come crashing down. And I have yours. The name's Aerie. I serve no one. Let's say I'm something of a freebooting academic. And like you, my interests lie in discovering the true extent of the Fremen eradication. Or more to the point, discovering if that eradication even occurred. South, maybe. Arrakis is a big place. And while we like to think we're at the center of all things, in relative terms, the sphere of Imperial influence is rather small. They could be anywhere beyond the deep desert or the Tanzaruft, as it's known to the Ikhwan Bedouin. Not entirely. I'm sure the Sardaukar massacred them by the thousands. This siege bears evidence of that. But you're right. I don't believe the Imperial account. And I'm hoping the truth, or part of it, awaits us inside. If we survive. It serves the Emperor to depict the Fremen as barbarous and savage, but look at their craft. I see the work of a socially and materially advanced people. A people with the innate practicality and good sense to worship a local and very available god. That's also, conveniently, an apex megapredator.
It serves the Emperor to depict the Fremen as barbarous and savage, but look at
Sector
their craft.
weather alert. A large sandstorm is
socially
approaching.
and materially advanced people. A people with the innate practicality and good sense to worship a local and very available god. That's also, conveniently, an apex megapredator. This would have been the central water repository for the entire Siege community. The Fremen value water above any commodity. Feel the dampness in the air? The smell of wet stone? It reminds me of a special place, far away from here. To the Fremen, water is holy. Water is life. Consider the stillsuit, a design that's both a testament to Fremen ingenuity and a metaphor for their almost religious determination to never waste a drop. Did you encounter the Masquerade on your way here? They're some kind of cult. Worm worshippers based out of an abandoned power station far to the west. It's odd to see them this far east. But if they found this place, they'll be coming. Down here, water discipline would finally be relaxed. Visitors could shed their dusty stillsuits and find refreshment. Looks like there's no other way forward. I hope you brought your cutter ray. We'll probably find that a lot of corridors and subchambers are collapsed and impassable. Some would have been brought down by the Sardaukar to deny key areas and resources to survivors. Others would have been brought down by the Fremen themselves to crush the invading assault force or channel them to a kill zone. Don't touch the dead. It's standard Sardaukar doctrine to booby-trap the bodies of their fallen enemy. I believe the Siege power plant would probably be through there, and the air filtration systems beyond that. Many of these doors also led to exterior passages where the water keepers would have maintained external dew collectors and wind traps. An extensive and lossless pipe system would deliver the gathered water to various catch basins and cisterns throughout the Siege. However, all water would eventually return to the main reservoir. An armory. It's probably for the best that this way is impassable. The Fremen were known to keep large nests of scorpions in order to harvest their venom for blades. That's a door I don't want to open. Strange to think these corridors once echoed with the hopes and dreams of a lost multitude. Mothers, fathers, and children beyond count. And now, only silence. A silence this rock hasn't known in 10,000 years.
Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces. We will start with these mutated poverty grasses. When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us controlling 3% of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps to begin. Bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Very good. Brilliant work. Congratulations.
you share the knowledge of a Fremen pre-adolescent.
Good work. This must be the way. Now we come to the private living areas of the Siege proper. In a Siege community, the leader was known as the Naib, and the various Naibs were often jealous of each other and liked to measure their relative influence by the number of hearths they commanded within their Siege. Siege Talab is a smaller Siege hosting roughly 500 hearths. Siege Tabor, by comparison, the community Pardo Kynes lived within, was said to host well over 2,000. That's the Masquerade. I was hoping it would take them longer to arrive in force. We'd better hurry up and be done with our business here. This must be the Cavern of Council, the cultural and political heart of any Siege community. It's here that Siege dwellers would gather to hear a traveling crier regale the community with news from beyond. And up there, upon that great terrace extending over the room, is the reason we're here today. A death still. The place all Fremen end up at death, so they may return their water to the tribe. That script upon the platform reads, "The water of the tribe shall reveal the path." And I believe the path in question is related to the secret that's brought us both here. And while you are clearly no Fremen, you were able to pass their biometric locks without tampering or delay. Whatever lies beyond here, I believe your blood is the key.
Greetings, and Subakukua. If you are watching this, I am likely dead or captured. I came to Siege Talab in the same condition you'll find it now. Abandoned and despoiled. I must have triggered some kind of hidden alarm, because the Sardaukar were at my heels before long. They found me. I haven't long. So listen well. I was brought to this planet, like you and many others, with one overriding directive: find the Fremen. But when I finally came face to face with my quarry, I did not find the villains as described by the Communinet or the Emperor. Instead, I found a noble people being drawn into a conspiracy not of their making. A conspiracy extending from the very heart of the Imperium to the dark corridors of... I have to go. They don't know where I am right now, but I can't risk them finding what I leave for you. I wish there was more time. I have much to tell you, but your mere presence in this secret chamber indicates that the ones who sent us will not stop until they achieve their aims. I have hidden the details of my journey on a mimetic film locked within the safe on the wall. As with the security door and the death still, our blood is the key. And now, I lead the Sardaukar as far from here as I may. Ma salam.
Who are you, really? This film is encrypted with a kind of protection I've only encountered in the restricted section at the Nemesine Library on Artesia. I believe that encryption was of Ixian origin. That's not good. We need an Ixian decoder to access whatever is on this, and I have access to the resources of a great house. Don't be concerned. I'll reach out when I have more information. If we Atreides are known for anything, it's our stiff-necked honor. Besides, as a mystery, you rank right up there with this film. Parting with people is a sadness. A place is only a place. Tricky, tricky Fremen. I believe more than half the technology in this room violates the first 11 Butlerian prescriptions. Probably more. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. And while the Fremen are ingenious, this technology far exceeds their reach. The Masquerette. I'm going to try to draw them off. I'll make contact when I have the film decrypted.
Infidel! The lightning worm cannot be deceived! You would pay for your desecration in blood! After them! Do not let them escape!
Trying to reach you for a while. I haven't managed to find an Ixian decoder for the mnemic film anywhere. And that is unusual, given the resources I have access to. It's as if they've been deliberately removed from the face of Arrakis. I'll keep looking, but I wanted to let you know. Keep your eyes open. Maybe one of the towns has a black market trader who kept one in stock. I'll be in contact.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. Where do you want to go? Well, the Harkonnens love their docking fees, so that's going to cost a little extra. Well, all right. Thopter's on the roof. Let's get out of here.
For you are the foundation upon which House Harkonnen
That is Antara's bat!
Vujki od Prejkai Vajdo. You are not the lion, but that is his beast.
Let the echoes of history remind you.
Let's make this quick. I have a transport due any time now. Demo, Azat, and whoever you are, get out. And you. I don't know you. And that's a problem because it's my job to know everyone around here. Even the degenerate smuggler I declined to name as Mara Effendi. Of course I know that rogue. It's my job to know, and I'm good at my job. But then you come along to make me look bad in front of my superior. You were sighted fleeing the scene of a terrible crash. A prison transport, as I understand it, carrying work crews bound for Neo-Carthag. But here's the strange thing. We recovered the crew and passenger manifests. And what do you think we found? All hands were accounted for. 87 names, 87 bodies. Which brings us back to our central mystery. You. Who are you? How did you come to be on that shuttle? But most importantly, how are you known to the Fremen outlaw Zantara?
Avdo Prejkiva.
The Sardaukar say he helped you, and only you.
Spado Has.
It's a shame we've not the time to dig deeper. I'm sure you would have much to share given the proper incentive. But alas, my expertise is required elsewhere. And while the Sardaukar are many things, jailers, they are not. So then, you may take your secrets to the grave. We will find and kill your Fremen confederate in any event.
No slight to you, Tors. I just thought that this interrogation might benefit from my visage. Hypnoligation. This prisoner was deliberately layered with a compulsion, and my face is the trigger. Enough of this. So a mystery within a mystery. Who did this to our prisoner and why? And what does it have to do with Zantara the Lion? Bring them.
Fascinating. Your compulsion is designed to react only to the sight of my real face. This projection allows us to talk face to face, so to speak. I am Count Hazimir Fenring. I serve the Emperor as observer and confidant, and I keep his Sardaukar from getting too far off the leash. You've heard the expression, the spice must flow. I am the man who ensures that it continues to do so. So, having established who I am, we turn to you. An escaped prisoner, a survivor. But every person carries their past with them. Who are you? What is noteworthy is this sequence of events. A crashed prison transport, an escaped prisoner rescued by the outlaws Antara. Finally, an insidious form of compulsion that forces the subject to kill themselves rather than be subject to my presence. It's almost flattering. Do you remember who gave you this compulsion? Do you know how it came to be? As you will, then. And then Zantara rescues you from the wreckage of the ship. Why you? What is your association with him? Truth be told, I am less interested in the outlaw. The Sardaukar want his head, but my interests rarely align with those of the Imperial Legion. No, I am mostly interested in whoever did this to you, and whether there is a way we can help each other. I can use someone like you. Someone who can survive in difficult situations. And in return, I promise you answers. Would you prefer to spend the rest of your days in a cell? Work for me. Meet my contact in Hanivar's bar, and you will have answers and freedom. That will let her know who you are. Be discreet. The ones who did this to you are powerful and subtle. I cannot protect you from their compulsion. We've spoken long enough. I will have the guards return your weapons and put you out in the street. I will keep my agent apprised of what I learn. I leave you with this. Do not waste sorrow over the aristocracy of misfortune. You have your life to live.
I've been waiting for you. Keeping an eye on things. Dodging Sardaukar patrols. Making sure that everyone who was looking for me was looking in the wrong places. The Sardaukar let you go. Either you told them something valuable enough to buy your freedom, or you've been working for them all along. Which is it? I'm not concerned with what you think you said, Offworlder. I'm concerned about what they learned. Did anything unusual happen? This compulsion. Fenring seems unusually interested in you. I warn you, Offworlder. He's a dangerous man. He's one of the best duelists in the Imperium, but he is the Emperor's right hand. A man who works from the shadows. Whoever gave you this compulsion must not want their secrets or knowledge of your mission to fall into his hands. Do nothing, Offworlder. Carry on exactly as Fenring has asked. He's almost certainly watching you. Your best hope is to do as he bids. Meet his contact. Carry out their assignments. Pay attention. Anything Fenring asks you to do will serve a double purpose. Plans within plans. I'll do what I always do, Offworlder. Make sure you don't get killed.
the kitten is back. Do we have business? I like to think that Fenring has good taste in his acquisitions. But you look like a problem to me. Solve problems? That's one way to look at it. We all do the dirty work of Count Fenring. Even my father bends his thick neck when Fenring calls. I don't tolerate failure as mine. Oh, not me, kitten. This is Fenring's show. He wants you to do a little wet work. Assassination. Straight from the handbook. Educational and thrilling. Oh, it's a boring old book from almost 10,000 years ago. A list of ways to kill people, and the weapons you can use under the Great Convention. Oh, his instructions were very specific, kitten. You're going to learn the how and why of the Assassin's Handbook. Ready to get to work? I have 2 names to whisper to you, kitten. The Glutton and the Paranoid. Which do you want to hear about? A new leader has risen amongst the slavers of the Haga Basin. We know almost nothing, except this. His appetite is voracious. The Assassin's Handbook teaches us of chaumas, poison in the food. Take this file, find this leader, and poison his food. Your way has been prepared. Our agent, Petir, hides among the slavers. Find Petir, and he will tell you what he knows. If you are caught, you do not know me. You have never heard the name Fenring. Do you accept, kitten? Then go, kitten. Show them your claws.
You look a little lost, friend. You got somewhere you need to be. I can fly you there for a price. Music to my ears. Where do you want to go? The basin is a pretty big place. Could you narrow it down? I never miss the chance to let Smiley verbally abuse me. Let's move before a storm...
Leave me alone. Unless... Are you the one I have been waiting for? Oh, thanks, the Emperor. Tell Ilara that I am done. I cannot do this kind of work anymore. When I first got here, I infiltrated the slaves quickly. I heard about the special cadre of slaves being kept for a special leader. I knew this is who we were looking for, but he eats people. He cuts them open and tears off their flesh in great quivering chunks. I have seen him. Sometimes he doesn't wait until they are dead. Take it. Take the key. But I warn you, do not go down there. He'll be waiting. He can smell anything, anywhere.
There you are. Your scent gives you away, assassin. You should have washed yourself in blood. Charm us. Poison in the food. Most poisons don't work on Arrakis. The spice protects. I wonder if the one who sent you here knew that. Or if they had plans within plans. This hunger I have, it isn't natural. It controls me. It compels. Do you ever feel compelled? Mortal. Are you driven by something you cannot define? Do you control it? Or does it control you? Your body will be a feast.
The kitten is back. Do we have business? My sources inform me that the glutton is dead. Well done, kitten. Are you ready for the paranoid? It was inevitable that with the Fremen gone, someone would seize upon the threads of their mysticism. A new cult has been born in the Haga Basin. They call themselves the Masquerette. A bunch of worm worshippers haunting the ruins of an old power station. And their leader? A prophet. No one has ever seen her in the flesh, but her Solido projection preaches to her faithful every day. Her inner chamber is guarded by 5 pentashields. The access keys for each shield are carried by 4 of her most fervent followers, except for the 5th key. That she keeps with her at all times. A worthy thought, kitten, but no. She never leaves her place of contemplation. Instead, use the shield dissembler to get through the final door. A dissembler takes time and patience to use. They cannot be used against personal shields. They take minutes to align with pentashields. If you are caught, you do not know me. You have never heard the name Fenring. Will you find our paranoid cult leader, kitten? Then go, kitten. Show them your claws.
I knew that you would come. I saw you in my dreams. Even my loyal lieutenants were unable to keep you at bay. And for what? I did everything that they asked of me. Find the Fremen. There were no Fremen to find. So I did the next best thing. I created new Fremen. Better Fremen. My Mas Karet. Still, it is never enough. I'm tired of being afraid. Tired of the voices that they put in my head. Please, let us end this. One way or another. Heavens stand open and scatter their riches. My hands need but gather their wealth. Why do I think of an ambush and poison in my molten cup? Why do I feel my years? Love's arms beckon with their naked delights, and Eden's promises of ecstasies. Why do I remember the scars, dream of old transgressions? And why do I sleep with fears?
The kitten is back. Do we have business? Oh, very good, kitten. Both of your targets are dead. But I have not received new instructions for you yet. Return later, and I will have more. About the dead people? Well, color me fascinated, kitten. Most people want to put that sort of thing behind them. Glowing marks? No, but it sounds fascinating. Or deranged. I suppose our mutual friend knows, but he isn't telling.